Hey Magical Makers, welcome to Sam's Signature. Today we're diving into a fun and creative project. In this episode 2 of my card making series, we'll be designing and creating a beautiful greeting card from scratch. This video is for anyone who loves digital design, paper crafting, or those who just love to add a personal touch to their greetings. In this video, you'll discover how to design a unique greeting card in IdeaStudio Paint, or you can use whatever digital art app that you prefer. Either way, we'll be able to take that design, upload it to the Loklik, and create a beautiful card made from scratch. And that is what I call making magic. Once we've designed our card in our digital art app, then we will assemble our card with precision and flair. Then I'll share some other tips and tricks so that you can add your own personal flair. If you have any ideas about what you'd like to do, feel free to leave those ideas in the comments. Finally, as a bonus, I will be showing you how I designed a matching envelope using Canva, and then I will show you how to make the envelope. To follow along, you will need IdeaStudio Paint or any other digital art app. You will need a Loklik cutter. You will need the Loklik Idea Studio software or application. You will need 5 different colors of cardstock. You will also need some adhesive. I'll be using a school glue stick along with some Mod Podge, and I'll be using some Gorilla Glue for my card as I'm going to make some UV resin stamen for the center of my flower. You will also need a pair of scissors. And for the envelope, you will need a printer paper, and some double-sided tape. Or you can also use your glue stick. Whether you're a seasoned crafter or you're just beginning your creative journey, this tutorial will guide you through each step of the process. Before we start, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell below so that you won't miss out on our next episode of our card making series. And if you haven't already, go back and watch episode 1 of our card making series. We had lots of fun making that one. So, if you're ready, grab your tools and let's go make some magic. Okay, I'm going to start by showing you, this is the card I plan on making, but as you can see, I put the circle here in the center of the flowers, so I want to make sure I don't do that. I need to remove the circle because I'm going to want these to cut out the whole flower, or I'm going to want my Loklik to cut out the whole flower, the petals and all. But I don't want it to leave this circle in the middle. Even though I'm going to add these yellow dots, I want to cut those yellow dots just separately. So I want to remove this circle, but I'll keep these yellow dots, of course. So actually, I want to show you how I made this card. So instead of just editing this card, I'm going to start up a whole new page and I'm just going to redesign this card. But I'm going to do it correctly this time. Okay, so I start by going to the line tool, select rectangle, choose the brush size of 3. Now I want to do another one, but this time I want to use the color that I plan on using for my cardstock. So let's see. I don't know if that's half. Oh, it did backwards. And both that color. Oh yeah, I'll just make them both that color. Okay, so I'm gonna try to find the middle here. That's what's hard about this. Okay, now that I have that, the black line here is going to be my card base. It's just where I'm starting at. That's going to be the initial card there. Okay, this blue one is actually going to be the inside. It's going to be a glitter sheet. And then, so let me look back over here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now I need to do another. I have to make a new layer. I think a raster layer will be fine. Let me make this. base layer. I'm building my card around this box here. Now I'm just gonna call it pink card outline. I'm just OL. So now I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do a continuous curve. Yeah, okay. That way, okay, I can start here. Okay, now I'm gonna use my continuous curve. I'm gonna start right here. I need to be able to see from line to line. Use that as a guide here. I'm just going to erase this. Okay, back to continuous curve. Start here. I'm going to adjust it. Let's go look at our other card. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to kind of keep it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have one more than I need. I'll make sure to connect this. Okay, now we'll remove one of these. Let's delete a control point right here. Okay, now just move these. That looks good. Alright, now I'm going to do a new raster layer. This is going to be my glitter layer. So I'm just going to type in glitter card. Okay. Now, the glitter layer. Now I'm going to get this rectangle we want to fill. I'm going to say that this is half the card right here. Put this. Okay, but I'm going to hide this now. And I'm going to okay, so now I want to make the hearts. So what I do is I use the symmetrical tool. So the symmetrical tool is here under ruler, and I've already got a selected symmetrical ruler. I need a new layer here. I guess I have to convert the layer now. Just add a layer and then convert it. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw some hearts with this. Okay, there we go. I need to select it. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Okay, now I will move on this way. Now let's see what they look like here. Now remember, we gotta make our flowers. We have to give enough room for our flowers here. Okay, so I need to extend this. So I'm gonna have this, and I'm gonna go to this pink card, and I'm gonna move it. So I'm gonna try to, okay. Yeah, that looks better. Now, color fill. There we go. Okay, now all that's left to do are the flowers. So I'm gonna draw the flowers with the circles because that's the only way I can draw a good flower. So I think what I did was I'm gonna add a vector layer. And then I'm gonna get the line tool, but I'm gonna do circle, the lips, my bad. Now we'll go in for our flower. Okay, so with our flower circles, we get our lips here, the color, and black. I think that's pretty large, so let's go with that. I'm gonna move them though. Black pen. Now I'm gonna draw flower petals. Continuous curve. Okay, now I'll adjust it so. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Copy and paste 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each time I did that, it did a copy over here. So 1, 2, 3. Well, the first one is copy. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dang, but I didn't need that many, did I? Okay, let's delete this one. Move 1 down. Now let's add this to see. Oh, I actually did somewhat good. Somewhat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, top. 2, 3, and 4. I'll just go to 4, adjust it real quick. Deselect. Now I'm going to make another layer, vector layer, and then a color layer. So this will be flower circles. Flower circles. This will be flower circles. Okay. So the outline, I'll do the ellipse. And now go to the color fill. We want to turn that away. Okay, and now also, well, we're going to do flower circles first, which will be yellow. Color fill should go under outline. Now let's put our color fill in. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now that when we take this away, it's perfectly round. Okay, now we're going to add the flower circles and the color, and then we're going to do flower. Oh yeah, these are all outlines. So let's add outline to this, so you can easily identify everything, or keep everything named so you can easily identify everything. Therefore, then you can keep everything completely organized. It's not such a headache. Okay, now we want to do the colors for the flowers. So I'm going to go here, but we need the color to go underneath the outline. So I'm going to add a raster layer for the colors. We'll name this. Okay. So now we want the full flower. We don't want the color to be cut. We don't want a circle to be cut here. So we're not going to show our outline, our flower circle outlines and color fills until we've colored in these flowers. Okay, so our purples, we're going to go, how do I have them over here? We have purple on top, pink on bottom. I'm not sure if these are the colors I'm going to have when I do it. These are just the colors I'm choosing right now. It's the closest colors I believe that will be to the card. I'm just using these colors. You can use any colors you want. Any color cardstock you want. I'm just using these specific colors just to separate everything, you know. think I'm going to try to use the closest to these colors. That way when I'm on the Loklik, it will separate the layers out by the colors that I have. Or at least similar colors to the cardstock that I have. Okay, so here's purple flowers. We're going to go on top. And then go to pink flowers, pink color. Okay, and now we will add our flower circles back. See? And we will add our everything. And that's what the card is going to look like. But we don't really need the flower outlines to show really, because we're not going to do that. We don't need the flower outlines, flower circle outlines. Color fill, there we go. Okay, that's what it should look like. I'm going to save it like this without the paper being shown so that I won't have to click the space. So now I'm going to go to File, Export to Photo Library. Well, actually, here's the thing. I need to show everything here. Okay. And I need to save it. Yes, we need the base layer. Okay, so I will have to save this just like this. So we have to save it piece by piece now. So export to photo library with just this one being shown. Just the color fills. So we'll go over to the Loklik. Okay, now we want to upload from library, gallery, recent, standard cut, next. Let's see, we took the paper off of our Pick Studio or Clip Studio. So the background's already removed. 4x6, right? So 4x6. Okay, and then I would do oh my goodness, I just realized I didn't even need this blue piece because this is the card. This is going to fold in half at the 4-inch mark there. Now we just got to figure out what we're going to put inside the card. I have the glitter background here. The greenish color here is going to be glitter. And I thought it'd be cool to have little windows to show the glitter, but now I'm thinking, well, what am I even supposed to do? What am I supposed to put in the inside of the card? I can't write on it because there's going to be glitter there. Well, maybe instead of using that as glitter, maybe the outside of the card will be glitter. See, my cardstock is only glitter on one side. On the back side, it's just white. And you can't feel the glitter on the paper at all. But I don't think you can draw on it, though. I think that's possible. So yeah, now I'm thinking, okay, the flowers and the yellow dots are going to be regular cardstock. What's going to be in the windows? The hearts. I don't know, I have to think about it and then get back to it. So let me give it a thought or two. I mean, maybe I could just use the glitter cardstock as the outside of the card and then use the matte or whatever regular plain cardstock as the inside piece. But I also thought maybe I could, these would be very small letters. Like, I was thinking, what am I going to put inside of these hearts? Okay, I'm thinking live, love, chill. I mean, it's a good message, right?
The next day.
So I'm going to take these hard outlines. Okay, this is fine. I just need one of them. You know, I need all three of them. I think I'm going to make all of these one. Merge selected layers. Duplicate the layer, and I'm going to hide one. And I'm going to select each heart. Now I'm going to resize it. I'm going to go down here, add a raster layer, which is just a color layer, and then I will do like, let's see, what color is the card? Okay. Enlarge, get our paint bucket, and color these hearts. We'll unsee that. I guess that's what you call it. Export to photo library. Saved. Then we will go back over to the Loklik. Okay, upload. Library. There they are. Occur. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's so cute. There we go. But we want to go into the layers. Let's see. There we go. We want to delete this one. Let's just see. Ugh, the white. Yeah, range. Send backward. Okay. With this. Send backward. Send backward. I'm just going to write this in these little hearts. Live, love, chill. You know, that's the meaning of life. It's to live. You can never go wrong if you just live, love, and chill, you know. Just live, love, and chill. That's all you gotta do.
2 hours later.
Okay, so I had been checking to see what these colors. You can actually change the color of these. Even though it's your image that you uploaded, you can change the color to anything. So I was just testing my colors here, trying to decide what I want to use. This is what it would look like. Of course, I'm not using these letters or these blue hearts, but I think this is what I'm going to have the card look like. Do whatever you want. This is your card. I'm just showing you how you can take your own artwork and just make your own card in the Loklik machine and or the Cricut machine, because you can do the same thing with the Cricut machine. See, I'm going to change these hearts to a pinkish color. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. That doesn't look too bad. I think I have it. I think this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so here's my card. Just make sure we have the right measurements. 8 by 6. That's what we want. Okay, I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take these off, and I'm gonna take these off because, well, we're not gonna use these. Okay, so we're gonna delete these because we don't need them. Now I'm gonna click make. Okay, so here are our materials. To do it the way I'm about to do it, you will need 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors. 5 if you're gonna add the stamen, or you can use these flowers that I got from the Dollar Tree. I plan on using some UV resin to make little dots. I got this from Temu, and then my UV light. And then after I make my stamen, I'm going to use these Big Thumb acrylic paint markers. Oh, and of course, you'll need a strong grip mat. 60-degree blade in my machine. So we're going to do a standard print. Oh, I need to remove the yellows. If you're going to do the yellow stamen, you need to keep those, but I am going to remove those. We need to go to Soon to select it all. View contour. There we go. Now make. Okay, remove it down. Next. Now I'm gonna have to change the color of the hearts or the flowers. Don't go. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna do this much quicker this time. Oh.
So we can try again.
Oh. No, just refresh button and run it again. Okay, well, I ain't mad at it. Okay, next we have our flowers. I'm going to remove this. Well, I'm going to move this here. I'm going to put these over here like this. And then I'm only going to select these two. Now and do the hearts. The layers we don't want. We just want this layer. Right? That's the only layer we want. So that's the layer we want. Select this. Make. Okay. Now I'm going to put it right on this red line. I'm going to line up the box there with the red line so that when I go to do the letters, I'll also line that box up with the exact same one. So here we go. Let's try this. I'm gonna come over here. Gonna do this standard cut. Next. Layers. We're gonna choose only these. And click make. That's where I should have kept it. Yeah, I think I did it. And now we're gonna go to draw. So now we're gonna put our pen in. At the desk. Okay, and now go. We're gonna see. Okay, well. I'm just going to flip this around. This is Future Sam here. I'm editing and I realized that I did this the whole wrong way, and I've since figured out how to do this the easy way. So what we're going to do is we're going to select, as you can see, I'm going to select the whole thing. I'm going to leave it just like it is here. And then I'm going to click make. Okay, I'm going to move it down here. Put it in the spot. Then I'm going to click next. I'm going to select the blue group, okay? And we're going to select type, cardstock, recommend, add to task. Okay, now we're going to go back again. This time we're going to select the drawing parameters. We're going to click next. We're going to select the black here, recommend. We're going to add to task. Now you see we have draw in standard cut. You will select play here. Once you have your hearts cut out, you'll leave your mat the same. You won't need to remove your mat. You'll just go ahead and click play, and then that will put the words in the hearts where you wanted them, which is in the center. Okay, so that's the easy way. That is the correct way to do this. Now back to the rest. You'll see how I did it. It was way off. But now I know, and now I'm showing you the correct way to do it. Okay, now it's time to assemble our card. First, we're going to need to score this, and also, my piece was just a little bit too big, as you can see. It's not exactly lined up, so I'm going to have to trim this little piece off right here. I'm going to do that right now. That's what I cut off. So let's see if that worked. It sure did. Okay, now I forgot to mention we were going to need some glue. I'm planning on using this. This tape came from my husband's stereo system or something. I don't know. But he doesn't need any more, so now I'm using it. So it's just double-sided tape and it's thick, so that's what I'm going to use to put on these hearts. I'm going to use UV resin to make little dots big on the center of my flowers here. So if you're doing that, you'll need some UV resin and a UV light. You'll also need some scissors to cut your tape. But first I need to score this card. I have a scoreboard. But I guess you can always put your center card here and then fold along the line. But I'm going to put my card here. That lines up with that. Just going to score my card. I'm going to use this side because this is so thick. Now I'm just going to take this Elmer Skull glue and I'm going to apply it to the back of this. Okay, line it up with the edges. Just going to get this there. I don't need the scoring board anymore. UV resin little things. I think I'm going to practice with this one. Let's see, I kind of just want to glue them on. So let's see. I need a little poker. This will be my poker. Another one. Let's see what it looks like colored with the yes, let's see. Definitely need these. Alright. Okay, we'll make some more. I'll make 3 more. So let's get to going. Okay, let's try. Let's try. I'm gonna do this one more time. Hey, I think that's, yep. Let's try. Now I'm gonna do this again. Again. Okay, this is where we're gonna use our tape because this is gonna come like this. So we want to cut 4 of these. We're gonna put our tape on the back of each one of these. Well, let's see if I can use one else. Yay! Okay, now I don't think that tape is being in my, but I think I'm just gonna glue it like this. Hey. Again, I might should use some Gorilla Glue. I'm just gonna use that because it was there. If the Gorilla Glue might. Okay, oh, there we go. It's not dry, of course. It's got to dry. I mean, that's my card. That's the card. I made this card from scratch. From scratch. It's magic. We made magic. It's magic. I'm telling you. Now, you just write whatever greeting you want in your card. I think it looks good. Okay, now, while this dries, I'm going to set a book or something on it. Let's set this on. This should work. Just sit this here so it'll keep it pressed down. Okay, so now I am going to make an envelope. So I'm going to go to Canva. I'm going to design an envelope. Use the colors that we used for our card. So I'm going to show you how to use those same colors. Alright, so I'm in Canva. I'm going to create something new. We really just want the colors out of here, so that's all we're doing. There it is. Look at all those colors up there. So now I'm going to add a page. I'm going to add these flowers. So how I'm going to do that? Well, I'm going to go to Uploads. Upload file. Oh, yeah, this. We use these hearts. Okay, so now put these here. Here. Oh, we need some yellow dots too, That's fine. With this, we'll remove the background. I'm gonna crop it like this. And then I'm just gonna go like this. Oh. That's what I'll do. Crop this one like that too. We need to add some shapes, elements. Circle. We just need a yellow dots to this. A circle. We want it to be yellow. I was supposed to use these colors for this. Dang. Okay, let's see. See y'all. There it is. I need these to be that color. No, wait. Wait, why don't they have this? That is not the color. Okay, I'm just not gonna do that. This is really not the color. That is not at all the color of my card. I mean, does it look like that? Let's see. No, it's not the color. Okay, so this needs to be yellow. I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, now I am going to print this. I have the card here, and I have the printed out paper. I have my corner punch. It's corner punch, actually. I have my scoring board here. This is how we make our envelope. The card is 4 by 6, so I need 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So I will mark that. I'm going to take my paper cutter and cut this. We did 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Scale mark 3 3/8 inches. What you're supposed to do is we needed, okay, we have a 4 by 6 card, so we needed 3 3/8 mark here. So you got, here's the 3-inch. 1 2 3, that's 3/8, which is just the next notch over from the 1/4, 3 and 1. So that's where you put the end of your paper here. Okay, now we're going to start here. This is the only time you're going to use this down here. So this is your starting line. Okay, you got the paper at 3 3/8. Now you're going to score this right here. Okay, then now you're going to rotate it 90 degrees up with this. Okay, you're going to line your new score mark with this score guide here, and then you're going to score that. I like to give it an extra. Then you're going to rotate it again. Rotate it to the right, not the left. Okay, you're going to line up your next score line, your latest score line with this score guide. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the roundest one. Make sure the paper is touching here and here. And push down. There you go. Next, we need to take our scissors, put these little notches right here. Now, you want to get out that school glue, or you can use double-sided tape. And first of all, we want to fold this where we've scored. And we want it to go just like that. Get a good amount. So I'm going to take a kind of a bigger piece. Not that big, but this piece. Okay, we'll do, cut it just like that. There we go. And I'm probably going to need my weeding tool for this. Otherwise, it's going to be a while. Now let's see if our card fits in it. It does beautifully. It's a little bigger. It's not as snug as I thought it would be, but it's cool because, you know, it's kind of a 3D card, so we do need some room for it. You can always stick this down in here like this. You can add this. Just pull the thing and close it. That's the card. No, that's the card in the envelope.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's a wrap, Magical Maker. I hope you had as much fun as I did designing our very own card and envelope from scratch. Isn't it amazing what we can create with a little imagination? Remember, every like, subscribe, and bell ring helps us grow our creative community. So if you like this video and you want to see more, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and ring that little bell so that you'll be notified for episode 3 of our card making series. Until next time, keep those creative juices flowing and stay magical.